If you're in the UK, you probably saw some of these headlines over the last month or so. Giant spiders the size of a human hand on the rampage as 10,000 females swarm UK. Thousands of rare spiders the size of rats released across the UK. UK's biggest rat-sized fen raft spiders make a comeback. Now, these sensationalist headlines are certainly eye-catching, and there are a lot of them. But unfortunately, the people writing them either didn't do the slightest bit of research, or simply didn't care that they were misleading their readers. Let's start with what they got right. A lot of fen raft spiders were released into the wild by Chester Zoo, but that was 10 years ago. The 10,000 figure comes from how many breeding females were recorded this year across the UK. These 10,000 haven't suddenly appeared, nothing has suddenly changed, it's the result of over a decade of conservation efforts. The main issue I take with most of these headlines and articles is the absurd references to the fen raft spider's size. We'll start with the size of a human hand claim. The fen raft spider can reach a leg span of about 7 centimeters. Let's draw a 7 centimeter wide horizontal line. Then I'll do a 2.3 centimeter vertical line to represent the body length, and I'll draw a spider to these dimensions for a little bit of flair. And voila, your human hand-sized spider. What these websites have run with is the fact that the fen raft spider could be the width of a human palm, provided it's a human with smaller hands than me, and the website decided that's good enough to count as the size of a human hand. As you can imagine, the rat size claim isn't going to fare very well either. The trick these websites are relying on is that they haven't claimed that these spiders are the size of an adult rat. And yes, a newborn rat is tiny, but an adult rat, a brown rat like we get in the UK, can grow to 28 centimeters or 11 inches without including the tail. The size difference is so staggering that it's very difficult to look at these headlines as anything other than a blatant attempt to fool their readers. Another problem is the treatment of the number 10,000. Look at this headline: Giant spiders the size of a human hand on the rampage as 10,000 females swarm the UK. First of all, the use of the word rampage is a gross misrepresentation of these spiders. They do their best to stay away from humans, they cause no damage to their ecosystem, and even if you do come across one, they are completely harmless to humans. There are 12 species of spider in the UK that can bite humans, and the fen raft spider is not one of them. And the claim that these spiders are swarming the UK is absolutely nonsensical. There are over 40,000 towns in the UK. If you were going to deliver one spider to each town, like some weird arachnid-based Santa, you would run out of spiders before you got a quarter of the way through the towns. These are still considered rare spiders in the UK. You'd be very lucky to see one, so swarm is a particularly foolish descriptor. Now, you could take an issue with all of this on the basis of it being dishonest, but my main issue is that it has the potential to be incredibly harmful. Many people have referred to what these news sites are doing as fear-mongering, and when masses of people become afraid of spiders, the results are nothing short of devastating. In 2013, there was a surge of misinformation about false widow spiders, mostly pushed by the media, and the resulting panic amongst the public led to a large number of spiders of unrelated species being eradicated. It's not hard to see how causing the public to fear a species that is only just coming back from being at the risk of extinction is nothing short of a disgusting abuse of a platform. These spiders are finally increasing towards a healthy population thanks to the hard work and valiant efforts of conservationalists. But if the media continues sowing fear amongst the public, those efforts may end up being in vain.